Hey guys, my name is Preeti. Welcome back to my channel Chai at 5. Today's topic as such is going to be about learning how to swim as an adult. What is my experience? Is it possible? How much time does it take? What are your expectations when you join classes, or can you learn by yourself, or with the help of a friend and all of that? So it's just basically to clear out these kind of topics. So my experience with swimming has been, I tried learning how to swim when I was in school, very young, maybe like I was in class 6 or something like that. And I enrolled myself for these swimming classes that they would do every summer vacations, and I expected to learn swimming back then, but honestly at that time I was not mentally adamant to learn how to swim. And swimming classes are usually for summer vacations are like for a month or so, and it's basically just kids just jumping around and playing and laughing and giggling. That's what happened. So I never learned how to swim, and I never got over the fear of water either. So that was my first experience with water, and after that I completely gave up on the idea of learning how to swim. Never thought about it, it never came up again. And plus, when you're living in a city like Bangalore where swimming pools are not exactly accessible to every single person, like good swimming pool, especially women, you don't really, it's gonna take a lot to go out of the way to learn swimming. So after that, it was only after I got married and we started doing more holidays and all of that I realized that not learning how to swim, I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, because one of the most common things you do on a holiday is sit by the pool or go to the beach. So I decided, let's do it. What's the worst? I did not expect to continuously swim. It was just supposed to be like a month thing. I would go for a month, and then I assumed I would learn how to swim and then be done with it. But when I joined swimming, I realized that it's not like that. It's not as easy as people make it to be. It requires a lot of practice. It's a lot like driving. There is only so much that the instructor can tell you, and after that it's all about you practicing. You have to put yourself out there and learn how to swim. So swimming classes in generally, when they are advertised, they say 16 days or a month, and you either have the option of going on weekends or on weekdays. I'm talking specifically for adults. For kids, obviously the regime is different, especially if they are learning how to swim in a competitive kind of a way. Then their coaching is for 3 months and not just 1 month. So I'm talking only for adults and not the competitive kind of swimming. This is just regular beginners learning how to swim kind of a thing. So it is usually advertised for 16 days, 16 classes, or maximum a month. And you can either choose to go only on weekends or go continuously on weekdays, and weekends you don't swim. So between these two choices, I would say please choose the weekday ones. I know it might be difficult for people who are going to work, but that's the only way you're going to learn how to swim quickly and properly. Because if you choose the weekend batch, you're going to swim 2 days, then there's going to be 5 days of no swimming, nothing, and then 2 days of swimming again. You might just forget everything, because in the beginning it's very important for your body to follow the rhythm of swimming. That is how you learn how to swim. It's not maths. It's not like a formula that you can by heart. Your body needs to automatically learn the movement. So the more you do it, the more your body will remember it. It's more like a muscle memory. So I would suggest that you choose that weekday package and not the weekend if you can. So once you join the classes, the standard syllabus for swimming beginners is that they teach you how to float. They teach you how to, tread in the water in the deep side of the pool so that you get over the fear of water. Then you also have the front crawl and the backstroke. And if you pick up these things quickly enough, and there is still time in your classes, then they also might progress. A coach might progress to teach you how to do breaststroke, butterfly stroke, and all of that. It sounds very rosy. It sounds like you can learn so much in just 16 days, and in a month you're ready to swim, you're ready to book your trip to Bali or whatever. So it's not like that. Okay. If you're learning how to swim for the very first time, you are not going to learn how to swim in 16 days. I'm not saying this for everyone, but 90% of the time you can't. Okay, I know it sounds disheartening, but I'm just trying to give you guys the truth, because I went and joined the classes thinking, 1 month I'll learn how to swim, next month I'll go on a holiday and be on the beach and go swimming and all of that. It's not gonna happen. You must at least give yourself 3 months to be able to swim. Like, you can't swim like a professional, but to be able to go in the deep end of the water without panicking, and just be able to balance yourself and keep yourself afloat without any issue. By the 3rd month, you will realize where you're standing in terms of learning how to swim. You'll know whether you want to continue the classes or not continue, or just practice by yourselves. If you're serious about learning how to swim, you must give yourself 3 months. So how I started out, like I said, I was only planning to go for a month, and I assumed I would learn swimming, and then I would, just like I would just learn how to swim. That was my thinking. But at the end of the first course of the classes, I realized I have learned nothing. I was only able to float in waters up till where I could touch the floor. This is a very common fear. Most of us have it. If we can't touch the floor, we feel like something is going to come and eat us from the bottom of the pool, even though it's a closed pool. So that is a common fear, and the only way to get over it is to spend more time in the water. So what I did was, I went for coaching for 2 months. I went for 2 months, February and March, and April onwards I started going to the pool all by myself. They allow us to swim all by ourselves, and for the first almost 5 months I could only do half the pool. The remaining half of the pool, which is the deep end, I could not even think of going because I was so scared. So I would go on the corner holding the wall, and then I would come back. So it was only after 5 months that I slowly started pushing myself, and now it's almost been a year. Now I can say that okay, I can swim. So the scientific way of what people say is that for anyone to learn a stroke properly, whether it is a front crawl, back crawl, whether it is a breaststroke, butterfly stroke, it takes at least a year for you to master that stroke. So you have to keep that in your mind and not just see that 16 days of classes and I'll be able to swim. Please do not fall for that. Also, if you're planning to learn how to swim from a friend, I mean, I don't know if it's a totally bad idea, but I would not recommend it, because there are people who teach swimming for a reason. There is a methodology to teach. There are certain things that you need to learn first and then progress into the next stage. And if you do it in any other order, your body will learn it in the wrong way maybe. The way you move your hand, the way you move your legs, the way you breathe, the way you move your body, all of that has an effect in the overall way you learn to swim. And because this is a very rhythmic thing, and it's a very muscle memory oriented activity, if you learn it wrong, it is very difficult for you to undo it and learn it correctly. So I would suggest that at least for the first 3 months, go join a proper academy of swimming and learn how to swim properly, and then practice as much as you can. That is the only way to learn how to swim. Talking about accessories, there are many things that you can buy to help you how to learn correctly. There is nothing wrong in using these in the pool. Don't think that it feels very kiddish to wear all these things and feel like being an adult you're using these accessories. It's not like that. These are there to help you correct your posture in the water, and they're very important. You can buy something called the pull buoy. I'll insert photos of these things just so that it gives you a better idea. There's something called a kickboard. There's fins that you can put on your legs and your hands, goggles, caps, things that you can use to clip your nose so that you don't accidentally breathe, plugs for your ears if you don't like water going in. You know, these are available in the market for a reason. Use them. If you feel them are going to make your life easier, they're going to help you swim better, please go ahead and buy and use them. In the pool that I go to, these things are usually available, especially pull buoys, kickboards. All of this is available, so I use them from time to time to correct my posture, correct my movement and all of that, and it definitely helps. When you use them, you realize you're doing something wrong, so that then you start correcting yourself. So how much time did it totally take me to learn how to swim? I would say a year. It took me a year to be able to properly get into the water without any kind of fear. Now whether I'm in 10 feet of water, 30 feet of water, 40 feet, 100 feet, doesn't matter. Like, for me, the depth doesn't matter anymore. And yes, I need to work on my stamina. I can't do a lot of laps, but I am comfortable in the water. My strokes obviously need more perfection. That is definitely there. But I can definitely say that I can swim, that I can proudly say that now. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I will see you in my next video. Until then, please do subscribe, like and share if you like this video. I'd be glad to make more in the series of swimming regarding different topics that come under swimming and all of that. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.